The iPhone 17e mini keeps popping up because small iPhones haven't really come back. So if Apple is talking entry-level again, why does this one feel different? If you've been hanging on to a mini, that feeling is familiar. According to multiple leak reports and supply chain watchers, Apple is fixing the pricing problem first. But I was wondering, if price is the point, what's really changing under the surface to make it work? Interested to hear what you think. Comments are open, based on how Apple usually draws hard lines between tiers. The plan looks like modern internals and controlled features, not a regular strip phone. But then what's the part that could still disappoint once you actually use it? Because everyone wants compact until the compromises show up. From what current reporting keeps repeating across sources, some choices seem intentionally held back, so the Pro models still make sense. So who is this actually for? And who ends up realizing they should skip it? I keep seeing the same split in comments every time this rumor comes up. Looking at the way the lineup is rumored to be positioned, it feels built for people who want one-hand comfort without giving up longevity. As 2025 winds down, most attention stays locked on bigger screens and predictable flagship upgrades. Instead, something quieter begins to surface. Reports point to early 2026, with spring timing and February mentioned often. And the decision many buyers face is simple: keep adapting to larger phones or finally move back to something manageable. That shift centers on the iPhone 17e, described as Apple's next entry-level model, and the moment compact thinking returns. This is not framed as a gamble. It reads like a correction. Earlier mini phones failed largely because they carried flagship prices. By placing a smaller device into the same tier as the current iPhone 16e, Apple removes the biggest reason people hesitated. Pricing near $600 changes the conversation from niche preference to practical choice. Design leaks explain how this fits into the lineup. The standard iPhone 17, released in 2025, moves up to a larger 6.3-inch display. The 17e pulls things back toward the 6.1-inch class, and slimmer bezels make it feel even more compact in hand. Screen space stretches edge to edge, so the phone looks current without growing physically larger. On a smaller device, efficiency matters more than size. That is why the reported removal of the notch matters. Dynamic Island replaces it, opening usable space for apps and interactions while keeping visual consistency with newer models. Materials stay familiar. Aluminum framing and glass panels prioritize durability and cost control rather than premium excess. The display follows the same logic. A Super Retina XDR OLED panel delivers strong brightness and contrast, matching recent iPhones. The refresh rate stays at 60 Hz, which preserves separation from Pro models. In daily use, scrolling, reading, and video feel reliable and sharp rather than extravagant. Performance is where expectations rise. The iPhone 17 lineup introduces the A19 chip, built on an advanced 3-nanometer process, and leaks suggest the same silicon appears here. That choice changes long-term ownership. Apps stay responsive, on-device AI runs smoothly, and software updates remain usable years down the line. Software direction explains why this matters. On-device AI is no longer optional. Apple Intelligence features demand sustained performance, not brief bursts. Pairing the A19 with an expected move to 8 GB of memory keeps the phone fluid as workloads grow and software becomes heavier. Storage scales to support that longevity. A 128 GB base matches current entry models, while higher tiers suit users who rely on photos, video, and offline content. This avoids a familiar frustration of running out of space early, which matters more on a phone meant to last. Connectivity reinforces the forward-looking design. An updated in-house modem improves efficiency and integration. Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 6, USB-C, and modern 5G support keep accessories and networks current. Even at a lower price, the hardware does not feel recycled. The camera setup stays intentionally simple. A single rear sensor around 48 megapixels handles most situations through computational photography. That delivers clean photos and stable 4K video at 60 frames per second without the bulk or cost of multiple lenses. The front camera focuses on dependable clarity for calls and social use. Battery life has always challenged smaller phones, and this is where skepticism usually appears. Leaks suggest a battery around 4,000 milliamp hours, larger than expected for the size. Combined with the efficiency of the A19 and improved modem, this supports all-day use, wired charging, and MagSafe return without inflating the device. Production timing supports the strategy. Mass production reportedly ramps shortly after CES 2026, feeding a spring launch. This allows the phone to arrive after flagship noise fades, giving it room to stand on its own. Price is where the decision becomes clear. A starting point near $599 mirrors the iPhone 16e and keeps the phone accessible without undercutting premium models. Storage upgrades climb predictably, and carrier deals lower the real cost for many buyers. Taken together, the picture settles. This is not a nostalgic throwback. It is a modern compact iPhone built for people who want power without bulk. Flagship-level silicon paired with controlled pricing reshapes what entry-level means. Those who want high refresh rates, multiple cameras, or cutting-edge displays still gravitate toward Pro models. Everyone else gains a balanced option that fits one hand and ages gracefully. If the leaks hold, waiting becomes a rational choice instead of a compromise. After years of phones growing larger by default, Apple's 2026 plan signals a reset. Smaller devices return not as experiments, but as deliberate answers to how people actually use their phones. A commuter pulls a compact iPhone from a pocket without juggling coffee or keys, and that everyday moment explains why this shift matters now. One-handed typing feels natural again, and reaching the top corner no longer risks a drop. This matters because years of larger phones quietly discouraged upgrades. Those small moments compound over daily use. Apple appears to be betting that ergonomics deserve priority again. Many users skipped recent models not because performance lagged, but because size made ownership tiring. A compact body with modern internals removes that barrier. Delayed upgrades turn into straightforward choices because nothing essential feels sacrificed. Power stopped being the problem years ago. Physical comfort became the limiting factor. A demographic shift reinforces a logic. Younger users entering the ecosystem want devices that feel personal and manageable. Parents choosing first phones prioritize durability and efficiency over excess. A smaller form paired with flagship-level performance satisfies both needs cleanly. Supply chain behavior supports the confidence behind this move. Reports suggest Apple is reusing refined display production techniques from prior generations. Thinner bezels and proven OLED panels keep the device current without raising costs, signaling optimization rather than risk-taking. That discipline appears across the lineup. Features are not removed randomly. They are held back to preserve clarity between tiers. Pro models justify pricing through advanced displays and camera systems. The 17e focuses on balance instead of excess. Balance matters more as software demands grow. Operating systems assume multi-year ownership. Apps expect memory headroom. AI features require sustained performance. Using the same A19 chip across tiers simplifies development and reduces fragmentation. Developers benefit from that consistency. A shared performance baseline lowers edge cases and optimization compromises. Users feel it through smoother apps and fewer limitations. Efficiency also changes thermal behavior. A compact phone with modern silicon sustains performance longer than older designs. Navigation, gaming, and video capture remain smooth. Heat becomes less noticeable instead of disruptive. Photography follows the same pattern. Computational techniques rely on processing power more than extra lenses. Night modes, HDR stacking, and stabilized video benefit directly from modern silicon. A single sensor now rivals multi-camera systems from only a few years ago. Battery life ties everything together. A compact phone that reliably lasts all day changes habits. Power banks disappear from bags. Reliability replaces anxiety as the defining trait. Charging convenience reinforces that trust. MagSafe enables effortless top-ups that fit naturally into daily routines. Small conveniences matter most on devices used constantly. Stepping back, the timing looks intentional. An early 2026 launch avoids flagship noise. The device earns its own story and targets users who waited deliberately. Upgrade cycles align neatly. Many iPhone 12 and 13 users approach 5 years of ownership. Batteries weaken and software demands grow. A compact, modern replacement arrives just as patience runs out. Pricing completes the picture. Around $600 feels attainable without feeling disposable. For users who value comfort, longevity, and performance in equal measure, the iPhone 17e becomes a rational choice to keep for years.